All good? Andrew and Daryl have invited us here. Yeah, you're right.
Just checking if you got the clicker.
I've got the clicker.
Beauty.
Invited us here today to give you guys a little bit of a talk about what we do and what we've done to change our lives since joining our Internet Secrets. And yeah, it's changed quite a bit.
Yeah,
This is
sure.
Adam, by the way,
Hi.
my nephew.
There you go. I'm worried a bit about the judging. Seems a bit harsh.
Yeah, I think they changed the rules on us. I think it's something.
Anyway, we'll be right.
Anyway, no, we'll keep moving. So, all right. So, hands up here if you're here to change your life. So, that's good to see. Anyone who didn't put their hand up? Because well, look, this is okay. What the hell are you doing here? No, we definitely changed our lives after joining Andrew and our Internet Secrets, or after I joined it. I joined first. I saw there was quite a few business owners. Can I have a look again? Business owners.
Good.
Yep.
So are we.
Yep. So well, yeah, I'm a business owner. Well, maybe that's a little bit of a loose term. I was a bit of a owner of a sinking ship, to be honest. Before joining our Internet Secrets, and yeah, it was pretty bad back then. I was basically, my business was basically losing 20 to 25,000 a year for the previous 3 years before joining up, and I was pretty desperate at the time. I had 25,000 with credit cards. That was fun. Yeah, interest rates on that are pretty bad. So back taxes owing, that was even more fun. Government was after me. So and yeah, about 30,000 to creditors. So things were looking pretty sick. And of course, you know, losing 30,000, 25 to 30,000 a year, yeah, it was pretty hard work. So at that stage, I decided, yeah, this is a good opportunity to ask my girlfriend to marry me. So I don't know, that picture's not quite. It should be something a bit more like this. I think she should have been doing this rather than just standing there. But actually, she said yes, and then there she is up the back there. Say hello, Nana. You'll notice she's Chinese. We'll go into that a bit later. But anyway, we decided we want to start a family, and we wanted to buy a house, and we wanted to do all that sort of thing. So now, to be honest, I was thinking more about bankruptcy than buying another house or buying a house, and but I thought, no, I'm not going to give up that easy. I'm going to start going around and bookshops. I was going to Borders and reading all business books, and then we started. Then I started looking a little bit online and stuff like that. But there's just no answers out there. There's a lot of inspirational stuff, but there was just no answers. So I was getting inspired, but I wasn't actually getting anywhere. So then one day I decided to go to a workshop, to a seminar down in Melbourne, Think and Grow Rich. And I saw, anyone been to Think and Grow Rich? Yep. And I saw Andrew and Daryl do a talk amongst a few other people out there, and they just spoke to me, and I was just sitting there thinking, yep, these are the guys. I saw the light. These are the guys for me. And so I went up the back of the room with my credit card, 25,000 in debt on it, and I said, yeah, please let me join. They went through, and surprisingly, it went through. So I was a member, and so I got on a flight. This seminar that you're at today was on the following week, and so I hopped on a flight and went up there, and I wrote down everything furiously like you guys are doing. Yeah, I learnt how to write my first ebook, and that's basically where it's at. Of course, you're going to learn about a lot of other things, membership sites and ultimate business model, but at the time I thought, no, ebook, that's about it, 37 each. I was thinking that's about what I'm worth. So there was a bit of a surprising side effect though too. So when I got home, I started looking through my notes, and I started thinking, I reckon I can add these concepts into my business that was failing, and so that's what I did basically. I sort of thought, well, no, I'm going to take that angle, and I'm going to go to get the business up on Google and try to sort of get it back on its feet. So, so to cut a long story short, the good stuff.
Good.
Yeah, we got it onto Google on the front page, and as a matter of fact, we got it to the top of the front page on Google for a heap of search terms. And so it was actually, I own a truck exhaust business, so if you actually type in truck muffler or something like that, my business comes up pretty much number one.
I think it's dropped down maybe to two, but it's
Well,
been
you
up
have
there
to point that out.
a couple of years anyway.
No, it's right up there. So we started getting orders from all over Australia because of that. And we've never been national, and the phone rings every day. We get at least a couple of orders coming from, say, Wagga or somewhere like that. And so it started really flying. So last year, so after that for 12 months, we made a $60,000 profit. Now, it's not huge, but going from... I
like the clap, that's good.
Yeah, thank you. Going from a $25,000 loss to a $60,000 profit in 12 months from a sinking ship was pretty special. So it was basically an $85,000 turnaround in that 12 months, so which really changed my life, obviously. Now I could afford to buy a house too, so wife was happy. So now I got to work on the other business. So sort of at the same time I was working on this, but once that business was going, I really started concentrating on my other business, which was importing. So I started importing machinery from China, and then I did the same thing. I put all those concepts about getting it up onto Google and all that, making videos, all that kind of thing. And that business actually made me, in that 12 months, made me $100,000 profit. So thank you. So we went from a $25,000 loss to $160,000 profit in 12 months, just getting everything going on Google. I've still got my ebooks sitting on my computer. Hasn't actually gone live yet. Actually, my wife wrote that, but it hasn't actually gone up yet. But I'm planning to do that. I've got to do it. She keeps bugging me. So I got back on the plane. Another Our Internet Secrets workshop. I love coming to these events. They're really inspirational, and you get a lot of good stuff. Basically, Andrew was up here talking about the $3.5 million weekend that you can achieve through the ultimate business model. Still hard to imagine, and at the time I was thinking, no, I can't do that. It's just too much. It's just too much. But then I was just sitting there, and it just struck me that we can teach people to import from China. And I get asked questions all the time from people I know. People just come in and say, "Oh, how do you do it? What's the best thing to do? What's the best thing to import? What can you?" And so obviously it was staring me in the face, but it took me that moment that I thought, maybe we can do this ultimate business model. And and we decided to, and I decided that this is the
called
idea.
Me.
Yes, I got all excited. The more I thought about it, I got all excited, and I went up to the hotel room, and I got on the phone and
Yeah,
rang
you're
Adam.
Excited. I'll grab that.
Thank you. Grab that.
He was really excited. I knew, so we were already doing some business together, but he had this idea about teaching people how to import. So he rang me, and I wasn't quite sold on the idea straight away, to be honest, because I had my own baby. That's my baby there. It was called Revive Salon Supplies. So it's my wholesale business. We sell supplies into salons. Despite what everything that I could see and what people were telling me, I wanted to make this business work regardless. That was my baby, and didn't matter how many hours, I was going to make this work. So at the same time, I knew it was time. It was time for a change, but it's hard to do that and make that step, isn't it? To actually change. I wanted Revive to work. So on the phone call to Ian, which I reckon went for at least half an hour or so, because I wasn't agreeing. I was saying, no, we need to work on Revive. By the end of the conversation, I realised that I didn't want a dream business. I wanted a dream lifestyle. So I think everyone can get that confused. You want your business to go really well, but then you forget about everything else. So I realised I wanted a dream lifestyle. And so I said, let's do it. It was kind of a bit of a leap of faith. I didn't quite understand it all, to be honest. I knew the concept, and I'd been to seminars with the guys before, but I didn't quite understand. But it was just that sort of leap to say, okay, let's change. And I reckon from that moment, I felt different straight away. It was kind of an instant change. It was like, okay, now we're going in a different direction. And that felt good straight away. So that was about 7 months ago, I think. So we decided to get started with the ultimate business model, but in the Millionaires Club with Andrew and Daryl. And so the first thing with their help that we realised we had to do was to make our business more passive, especially Revive. So I was working about 60 hours a week in Revive, which is too much. I didn't realise it at the time. So obviously I had to make it more passive to have the time to work on the Australian Importing Club, which was our ultimate business model. So I'm the general manager owner, if you like, but really I did everything. So I was the sales rep, bookkeeper, this would be a good list, purchasing officer, I looked after the shop, I was cleaning. So
Not the toilets though, didn't clean the
not
toilets.
the toilets.
We had the most disgusting toilets.
Too dirty.
That's
No,
single
that's
man's
too much.
toilets. We had single
I was
man's
the
toilets.
owner. Yeah, that's a bit too much. But I was doing everything. And the owner shouldn't be cleaning, and I was dropping off deliveries after hours, just everything you can think of. So we realised that had to stop. So we started using some of Andrew and Daryl's techniques with online marketing, and it was like instant pretty much. It had a huge effect on us straight away. So obviously I spent a lot of time out on the road selling, which is about 3 days a week, so about 25 hours a week. But then we found people started finding us online. So instead of me having to go find the clients, they were just ringing us and emailing orders and all that sort of thing. So there's my business sales. So with that role gone, so the people are finding us. So I don't need to do that anymore. I thought that's the way I can halve my week. So I should only have 35 hours of work. But it did, I reckon 3 weeks later, I was still doing 55, 60 hours a week. So I don't know, is anyone else here like that? That just ends up working and getting nowhere really. So I realised I had to let go, and we're at an MC meeting, and Andrew suggested, if you want to work less, then just work less. And that'll work. I just won't go into work, as if. And when I thought about it more, I thought, shit, I'm going to give this a go, So I didn't go into work. I think it was the Friday. I thought I'll have the day off. Surprisingly, on the Monday, it was all still there, and the place hadn't fallen down, and we still did our normal sales, and everything was fine, obviously. So now, I haven't added any more staff. I do 20 hours a week at Revive. The main reason is because I don't have to go out and look for clients. They find us online. So at the same time, it's been pretty hard with hair and beauty wholesale. A lot of the salons are going bad, and it's been a tough couple of years. During that time, we've actually managed to grow. So a 30% increase in sales, which is worth about 200 a year in sales to us, was pretty amazing within about 3 months of putting in some of Daryl and Andrew's techniques. So I want to know who thinks that's pretty cool, that we had a 30% increase in sales after I stopped selling on the road. So I never thought that would, it's still mind-boggling that I stopped going out looking for clients and then the sales increased. It's just amazing. So what do I do with the rest of my week? One of the things that we decided at the start of the MC Club was that we wanted to travel. Well, I decided, so it went into my goal book. I want to travel more. And before I knew it, this is us in Thailand.
Riding elephants before we knew it.
Can you see that? That's a really bad photo. Anyway, so since then I've travelled everywhere. So I've been to Thailand. We're going to China next month for 4 weeks. Got Vegas booked in before the end of the year. Every month I get to go away with my girlfriend, and we just go interstate, wherever. And it's all sort of happened before, I ever knew. We've been in the MC Club 6 months now, and it's just happened. It's happened so quickly. So yeah, we had just an idea, mate.
Just an idea. Well, that's it. When we started Millionaires Club, that was our idea. We had an idea for teaching people how to import, but that's where it stopped. So we basically just got together after we did.
We had the Excel sheet with all.
We had the Excel sheet going, and they were all words all over the place. There was a column here, a column there, and we were just looking at every time we got together, look at it. We thought, what is all this gibberish we're writing here? We didn't seem to go anywhere. But so there was a big turning point for us. Came about 3 months into the Millionaires Club. We got a call.
Yeah, we'd fixed our businesses, but we really weren't.
Yeah, the businesses were fine, but we were working on the importing idea. But we got a call from this gentleman, and that's Andrew Grant.
Andrew.
That's you, Andrew. Pretty flattering. But we got a call, and he said, "Stop stuffing around and
get on with it, guys.
Get on with it. We're not taking it seriously enough, and all that." And we were a bit hurt, to be honest.
Yeah.
We thought we were doing all right. Excel spreadsheet.
Settle down.
But we once we sort of took that on board and thought
we were stuffing around.
We were. We were stuffing around, and we decided, right, we've got to set hours aside to work on what we were doing, and woohoo! The Australian Importing Club was born. So we got it. We actually got it off the ground after about 3 months of stuffing around, as Andrew put it.
It's funny how that seems like a long time now. Things have been happening so quickly.
So quickly, yeah. So it's amazing when you actually believe that you can do something and believe that it's going to happen. Things just start coming together in your mind very clearly. So that was that. So we got our ebook written.
Yep.
We've put it online, and there it is. And we also recorded 10 videos, had them edited.
So these are all the things that they're telling you to do, which we did really quickly. It's amazing
You've
how
got to
easy
put it together.
is.
Yeah, we sort of had to put it together pretty quickly. We got the website created by Andrew Secrets Techno Wizards down there.
Thanks,
Max,
guys.
Thank you. So he got everything going, and that website we probably should have shown everyone, but anyway, that website is actually converting at 30% for opt-ins, which is pretty cool. So all we sort of need to do is drive a lot more traffic to it, which we're in the process of doing. But having said that, we've already got about 800 people opt in the last 3 months. So not a bad start to the list.
Yeah, it's a good start.
So we're going at about 100 a week, which is pretty cool. And we've actually had,
really
from those opt-ins, we've actually had customers contacting us and asking us to source products for them.
So we haven't even offered a product yet.
We haven't even got our membership pack together yet at that stage.
And they're just saying, what can we buy off you?
Yeah, so without even advertising or doing anything, they're contacting us wanting to spend money with us. So we've actually got a couple on the go, and they're about $5 grand a pop. So we're making some money with that already. We had a first webinar a couple of days ago.
It was pretty cool.
It was good fun, yeah. So
we signed up our first members. So we signed up 5 people.
5 members.
To our paid membership site.
Yep.
So that was a bit exciting.
That's it for $100 So we're already getting a bit of passive income coming through that way. 4-day workshop booked. Actually, that's probably going to be a 3-day workshop booked for June. Up here at Surfers Paradise, sunny Queensland. And so that's our goal. Our main goal is to make $1 million weekend, and hopefully that's coming up.
Yeah, we're pretty close, sorry.
Yeah, we're pretty quietly confident that it's going to happen, and you've got to believe. So that's like a really important thing. You really need to believe that you can achieve it, and you'd be surprised how things seem to come together.
Yeah, the thing that I've taken so far in 6 months of the program is that it happens so quickly. You'll be so amazed that it just really, like 6 months in, I can't believe where we're at. The fact, in 6 months we've turned around 2 businesses, made them both profitable, and now we've got another business which is already making money, which will be passive. So amazing. So thanks, Andrew and Daryl.
Yeah,
for all your help so far. It's been amazing.